Hello and welcome. I'm Christy Tersnick, founder of Powerful Mind Wellness and powerful-mind.com, and I am so thankful that you've joined me today. You're about to discover 3 massive mistakes that have been keeping you mentally drained, physically exhausted, and spiritually depleted. You'll understand how you have been getting in your own way and subconsciously blocking those things that are important to you. Today, we're going to cover the single most important asset that you have at your disposal for creating a happier and more fulfilled life. We're going to identify how you can stop running around in circles without actually accomplishing anything at all. We'll talk about how you can become more productive at home and at work. And you'll learn the one thing that you can change immediately to start reclaiming your life. You'll discover which mistake you've been making most consistently and why it's so important to correct these mistakes immediately. You'll understand how you can, in this very moment, begin to reclaim your life and on your terms. Very simply, by the end of our time together, you'll know how to shift from feeling drained, exhausted, and depleted to becoming mentally invigorated, physically energized, and spiritually revitalized. And if what I share today really resonates with you and you want to dive deeper and learn more, you'll have an opportunity to learn more about how to break through your barriers, to feel more confident about yourself and your choices, and finally stop your inner struggles so you can live the life that you deserve. I encourage you to take notes so that you can begin to assess your current situation and perhaps gain a new perspective on what it is that you want for yourself. By the end of our time together, you will understand the key areas that you must address in order to create the life that you want. I'm going to give you all that I can in the time that we have together, and I promise to show you how you can take it even further. So right now, let me assure you that you are indeed in the right place at the right time. Like you and so many of us who give ourselves the gifts of opportunities for self-reflection and self-discovery, you understand that everything happens for a reason and that everyone comes into your life at the most perfect time, offering their most perfect gifts. So please know that there is a reason that our paths are crossing in this moment, and from the deepest levels of my being, I thank you for being here with me today, and I honor your presence. I promise to do my very best in giving you my very best so that you may become your very best. So before we go much further, let me begin by introducing myself for those of you who don't know me very well yet. So as I said, I'm Christy Tersnick, and I'm a life coach and a hypnotist. I help people connect more deeply to their inner selves so they can live life with more peace, more power, and more purpose. You see, I've come full circle from being someone who didn't believe in myself. I was too frightened to believe I was good enough, and it was painful for me to express myself. But now I know that I am here for a deep purpose, with so much to give, and I feel confident in who I am becoming as I continue to step into my true and full self. So from my own journey and from my experience from being a transformation coach, I know how to help you get to the core of why you are struggling and heal it at that level so that you can experience greater happiness and unlock your full potential so you can become healthier mentally, physically, and spiritually, and reclaim your power. You see, you already have the key to a better life. You already have it. Perhaps you just don't know it yet. But it's always been there waiting for you to claim it as your own and actually use it. Once you unlock your potential, you will experience your limitless possibilities. There's never been a better time for you to take a stand for yourself. The answers to all of your questions already lie within you. But first, you must get really real and reconnect to your inner wisdom so that you can discover what it is that you need to heal, what you need to release, and what you need to resolve. And just like anything else in this world, Your mind needs attention and maintenance in order to perform at its full potential. My goal is to help you manifest your best possible life, to create the life of your dreams, to experience success in ways that you may have never thought possible. But there is a catch. Your success or perceived failure to achieve any of the goals that you have for yourself, it all hinges on one critical thing. You. You know deep within yourself that it's time for you to really take charge of your life and truly claim ownership of your life. And that's why you're here with me today. When you do, you regain your self-confidence, your determination, and your sense of worthiness to achieve more than you have allowed yourself to believe is possible. And let me tell you, you will simply amaze yourself. When you commit to yourself, there will be no more excuses. There will be no more blame. You'll feel shifts take place in all areas of your life, and you'll discover energy and motivation that maybe you haven't felt in a while. You will be on the road to claiming your life once again, fully and completely. When you stop giving responsibility and control to everyone else, you can claim your part in why your life is the way that it is, so that you can break free. Remember, you already have all that you need. And isn't it time to really step into your control, into your best self, and into your best life? And I mean right now. You already know what will happen if you continue to live the way that you have been living up until now. But you have the power to make a change. You just have to choose it. And if you want to know the truth, the cause of most people's frustrations as well as their results actually stems from their mindset. The way they view themselves, their abilities, and their place in the world. Their fears and the limitations and the limiting beliefs they have. And most importantly, that they don't feel good enough to be successful or happy or peaceful. You see, when your mindset is somewhat limited, your results are too. The root of anyone's success or lack of success is rooted in their mindset. So this is a really big one. As you master your psychology, you'll learn tools that can help you cage your inner critic, overcome any fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs or insecurities that might be holding you back, and really allow yourself to attract the life that you deserve. But honestly, here's the deal. It's not your fault. So many of our beliefs were formed during childhood years, and it's really not our parents' fault either. They were doing the best that they could within the context of their own mindset. And the same can be said for all of the generations before them. But it can all stop with you. The cycle can stop the moment that you decide that you've had enough, that you want more, and that you're worth it. Shifting your mindset now to a healthier and more supportive one is something that needs to be addressed if you want to move past your current struggles in your life. In fact, I believe it's the single most important asset that you have at your disposal for creating a happier and more fulfilled life. It's actually miraculous what happens to your life when you upgrade your mindset. There's more peace, more control, more choices, more freedom. It's like you finally drive without your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. And that's when results and abundance and success and happiness all flow into your life rapidly and from places that are completely unexpected. Everyone can use help to become the best that they can be and to experience a richness in life that everyone deserves. You can make amazing things happen in your life right now. Let me share with you how. The first massive mistake that you may be making is not taking time for yourself. Time, we all have the same amount of time in the day, a full 24 hours to spend as we choose. Yet why is it that some of us can accomplish an amazing amount of things in that time, and others struggle to accomplish their daily tasks? Demands are everywhere that we look. In our society, everyone is trying to get our attention. Our work needs us, our home needs us, our family, friends, and children need us. Our phones are constantly buzzing, and our computers stay endlessly connected, keeping us perpetually tied to the outside world. We respond to other people's demands rather than prioritizing and planning our own goals and desires, rather than making sure those things that are truly important to us are actually accomplished. We allow the squeaky wheels to get our attention. We allow the poor planning of other people to become our emergencies. Yet other times we are not focused or certain on what it is that we should be doing. So we allow ourselves to get sidetracked, only to realize that in the end, we've accomplished nothing that we had wanted to. We allow ourselves to get dragged down and overwhelmed by things that have gone unattended or perhaps even accumulated over time. And we are left with a cluttered mind and a cluttered life. And so I invite you to ask yourself these questions. What are you tolerating in your life that you are no longer interested in? Are you a member of a board or a committee, perhaps, that you no longer have any passion for? Do you attend gatherings or events because you feel obligated? What are you spending your time on that is not getting you to where you want to be? Make a list of what it is that you're putting up with at work and at home, and discover what's cluttering your mind and slowing you and your happiness down. You may not want to do anything about them right away, but just identifying them will simply raise your awareness, and you'll naturally start handling, fixing, eliminating, and resolving them. Then start asking yourself what your priorities are. Dale Carnegie said, an hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. So begin to set aside an hour at the beginning of each and every week to just think about and plan out your week. You see, there's something that's called the Parkinson principle, and it tells us that the time that it takes to accomplish something will expand to the amount of time given to that task. So if you are not using deadlines for tasks, they will waste an extraordinary amount of your time. Begin to block out chunks of your time so that you can be fully present. When you're at work, be at work. When you're at home, be at home. When you're with others, be with them. Don't dirty the precious time that you have in each day by only participating part way because you're distracted. Then remember to take time for yourself so you can replenish yourself and feed your soul. Give yourself permission to relax and simply do nothing, or do that thing that you've wanted to do. It's often in those moments of solitude when inspiration strikes or your path becomes clear. Then make sure to measure your progress and celebrate your successes, no matter how big or how small, and reward yourself immediately. It can be anything that you want. It could be something that you've had your eye on for a while but have been hesitant to buy, perhaps. It could be a special bubble bath in the evening. It could be giving yourself an extra 30 minutes at the end of the day to start that book that you've wanted to read. Or it could be something as simple as having a little party in your mind that congratulates you for a job well done. But whatever it is, do something. Even a small reward is a great motivator. And when you do, you're actually teaching your brain that it's pleasurable to accomplish things, and your mind will work to help you achieve even more successes in your future, more readily and more easily. But that brings us to the second massive mistake that is keeping you unhappy. Taking time for yourself sounds well and good, but often the reality is that our needs and our desires are placed so very low on the priority list. Very low. Often, they're at the bottom. We content ourselves with the idea that we'll take care of our own needs and our dreams after everything else is finished, or when everyone else has had their needs met. But all too often, that doesn't happen. And we ask ourselves, who do I think I am to want such things? What makes me good enough, or worthy enough, or deserving enough to think that my needs are more important than someone else? And we encounter our resistance. We discover the story that we have told about our importance and our needs. You see, we all tell stories. Stories about who we are, what we do, why we do it, the wounds that we've endured, the damage that we've caused, our purpose in the world, our importance, and so on. They help us to make sense out of the world around us and the situations that we encounter. Sometimes the stories we tell will help us. Sometimes they hurt us. Some stories limit our beliefs about ourselves and what is possible for us in our life. Some stories empower us to move beyond our own circumstances and background to create a life that we desire. But if you truly want more for yourself, as you say that you do, then you must be willing to do the work. You must be willing to dig through the muck and understand something about yourself in a way that maybe you haven't allowed yourself to do before, so that you can truly understand why things are the way that they are, and allow yourself to create a better story for yourself. All personal breakthroughs begin with a change in belief. You must change the way that you think about yourself and your place in the world. You can start by finding and acknowledging your limiting and negative beliefs, those beliefs that limit what is or is not possible for you. And then work to shift those to positive and supporting beliefs that will move you forward mentally, physically, and spiritually. Many times in life, you can get stuck in a way of thinking that is no longer serving your purpose or your goals. You no longer receive any positive benefits from your efforts, yet you continue to use these same tired methods to achieve your goals and create the kind of life that you seek. It's self-sabotage at its finest. What you need to understand is that you will continue to struggle unless you can make a shift. It's guaranteed. You must be willing to make a shift in what you will and will not accept in your life. A shift in your own thinking. A shift in your expectations. A shift in your belief about yourself, your values, and your worth. You have so much inside of you, and yet for some reason, you are hesitant, fearful, or resistant to let it out completely. Or maybe you simply don't know how to do it, how to live life fully and on your terms. So you settle for watching others live their passion, perhaps sometimes even feeling that it's not meant for you. Or perhaps you hold yourself back or sacrifice your needs because of what others may think, feeling others are judging you. Or maybe you believe that what you have to offer the world isn't of much value. Perhaps even believing that you yourself are not all that valuable. So why would you deserve to have any of your goals met? Perhaps you've lost touch with your unique gifts and talents, or you've lost your voice, or you've given over your power to everyone else around you. But for whatever reason, you are holding yourself back from truly living your life to the fullest. You know this, yet you feel powerless against it. You think that nobody will get hurt or that there are no negative consequences, except for the damage that it does to your idea of worthiness. So the real question that you need to be asking yourself is, who do I think I am to not have my needs met? And let me tell you, there is nothing wrong with you. Please hear this. There is nothing wrong with you. You just haven't been taught the proper tools for creating the life of your dreams. Not yet. I implore you to remember your worth and your value. You have plenty to offer to others, and you are just as important as everyone else. But you must claim this truth. Give yourself the opportunity to shine and to do those things that you need to do. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Better yet, transform that fear into your power. So if you find that you are giving away your power, your energy, ask yourself, how am I benefiting from this? It will be a much better use of your time to believe that you have tremendous things to offer the world and that your needs are just as important. You see, you came into this world knowing the truth about who you are, where you come from, and what you are here to do. You lived it, you breathed it, you were it, and it was you. This was your reality. It is a truth that you have long since forgotten because little by little it has been buried inside. Slowly, the truth of your authentic self became a faint memory, and you began to integrate into the world around you and were molded into an acceptable member of family and society. From your earliest from your earliest beginnings, you absorbed the values and the traditions of your family and your cultural groups. As you grew, you began to establish some sense of an individual identity. But your place in the world was often shaped by the influences around you. Your shaping was necessary. It served a purpose. But you have grown and understood so much since then. It has been said that at an early age, we all make up that we are somehow unlovable, not good enough, and not worthy enough of the best that life has to offer. By discovering the source of our lacking self-image, we can reinterpret our past. We can reclaim our self-esteem, and we can design our future deliberately and with power. The third massive mistake that is keeping you mentally drained, physically exhausted, and spiritually depleted is that you have forgotten why you are doing things. Your challenge is to rediscover what you already know but have just forgotten. If you are fortunate, you may have had experiences of your deepest self, of your true purpose in life, but often those moments are few and far between. Every person on earth is born with a unique blueprint for this life. And when you operate from this level of awareness, guided from within, it is then that you are able to truly offer something magnificent to the world. There is no one else in the world that is exactly like you. And no one else in the world can offer the gifts and the talents which only you possess. This is your deepest and most authentic self. Your greatest responsibility in life is to simply be the best you that you can be. And you do this by maintaining your connection to your inner self. When you are connected, life flows with grace and ease, and you will discover ways to make your dreams a reality. In order to discover the life that you claim that you want, you have to let go of your perceptions of who you think that you are. Very often we hold too tight to our lives. limiting our opportunities for our authentic self to come through. You fill your mind with judgment and criticism and negativity. And most often, you're not even aware that you are doing this. Of course, you don't mean to limit yourself, but many times, if you are truly honest with yourself, you realize that you have been living in a consciousness of fear and limitation, and something needs to be done about it. A surefire way to dive deep into shaking things up is to give yourself permission to take an unbiased look at your life. Where are you now? What are your feelings about yourself, about your worthiness, your self-confidence, and your purpose in life? Once you really understand what is keeping you stuck or motivating you to fail, even if you're embarrassed by it, you will have an opportunity to change it. You say that you want more for yourself, but what is it that you really want more of? Is it more pain, more sorrow, more misery? Sometimes our answer is a surprising yes. But if you want to experience more pleasurable things like more joy, more happiness, more love, more success, then it is time to dive in and to dive deep. Begin to craft the details and allow your mind to truly have the freedom to expand your possibilities into the magnificent future that you deserve. Where do you want to be? Why do you want to be there? Create an awareness and an understanding of your motivations. And it will help you to propel yourself forward. And you'll need to remain focused on why it's so important to do your inner work. Understanding and remaining focused on all of the benefits that you're receiving by making your transformation will help this to keep it a top priority in your mind. One of the most prominent characteristics of successful and happy people is that they take action. They take educated risks. They are decisive. They take action on the things that will help them overcome their own blocks and their limitations, and they move forward faster towards success as a result of this. It is a well-known fact that these people make decisions based on their intuition and gut instincts. I promise you that you will experience results and success if you take action. Nothing changes if you remain stagnant. Action creates change. Quick, decisive action gets you there quicker. And so does commitment. You must commit to yourself and to the process. You must also be willing to make mistakes and to go through a bit of the muck and the nitty-gritty that has been holding you back. And that's really what makes it so beautiful. When you truly allow yourself to understand completely why things have been the way that they are, you can then choose something different. So if you are feeling mentally drained, physically exhausted, and spiritually depleted, then it is time for a change. Time for something different. It's time to stop getting in your own way and start creating magic in your life. And no matter what you'd like to change or achieve, the secrets to success are the same. Number one, you need to get clear. As specifically as possible, decide what you want. The clearer you are on what you want to have in your life, the more likely you are to achieve it. Number two, get perspective. Most people don't tell anyone what it is that they want or what they're struggling with, and because of that, they don't get an outside perspective. And number three, get support. Very few people, if any, achieve anything great alone. Sports stars have teammates and coaches, and so should you. Be willing to ask for that support. You are not alone in this. If you remember at the beginning of our time together today, I promised to show you how you can take these next steps And I want to share with you how you can take this further if what we've been talking about really resonates with you. This is your opportunity to dive deeper and learn how to break through your barriers and feel more confident about yourself and your choices. And finally, stop getting in your own way so you can live the life that you deserve with more peace, more power, and more purpose. And so, in just 9 short weeks, you can take your mindset from mayhem to experiencing the magic of creating your life on purpose. You see, after I personally walk you through my proven Making Mindset Magic program and mentor you step by step to harness your innate power and get clear on what it is that you want to do, have, and be, you can then live your life more fully with clarity, peace, and passion. There is an easier way to live this thing called life. But it means taking off the mask that you've been wearing and really getting real with yourself. You have so much inside of you, just bursting to be let out. And yet you are perhaps hesitant to be completely and freely yourself. You have heard that inner calling becoming louder with each passing day for you to do more, to have more, and to be more. Time is ticking, and you can wait no longer. The time is now. You are ready for more peace, more power, and more purpose. Master the mindset of confident and successful people so you can get out of your own way and create the life that uplifts you and fills you with purpose and passion. Clarify exactly what it is that you want to do, have, experience, how you want to be. Eliminate the daily self-sabotage that keeps you from living the life that fills you with joy and happiness. Change the way you feel about yourself and your place in the world. And watch yourself flourish when you have support, accountability, and encouragement from others who truly believe in you and want the best for you. This 9-week virtual program is something that I created to help those who wanted to stop their inner struggle, to feel more confident in themselves and their choices, to reconnect to their deepest self, to live purposeful and passionate lives, and to get support, encouragement, and direction from me and others without breaking the bank. This program is a 9-session supportive and encouraging audio classroom, a condensed version of valuable tools, countless books and seminars, all rolled into one easy-to-implement program. It's the quick start to move you from mayhem to magic. By attending and eliminating these simple steps from this virtual crash course of me teaching you what I teach to my private clients, you will drastically reduce your learning curve and shave years off of reading, research, and expensive trial and error. Instead, by implementing these simple lessons, you will walk away with everything you need to unlock your potential and experience your possibilities. It doesn't matter where you are on your journey. This is for you. You know, making mindset magic is right for you if you feel disconnected from a sense of your life's purpose and passions, and you want to change and a deeper understanding. If you ever lie awake at night, mentally drained, physically exhausted, and spiritually depleted, and you are ready for something more. If you've spent a lifetime caring for others, but not enough time caring for yourself. If you are ready to get out of your own way and you want to learn how to break through to your best self. If you are really ready to learn how to live each day like it's a day at the beach. Creating a life of purpose and passion begins with understanding what you truly want why you are the one to create it, and how it all comes down to the belief that you hold about yourself. Then it means taking serious action on it. Here's what the Making Mindset Magic program will cover. In week 1, you'll get clear and identify your goals. Week 2, we'll talk about your fear and your resistance to creating and achieving those goals. Step 3, it's all about your self-talk. Are you your best cheerleader or your worst enemy? Week 4, it's all about your authentic self and excavating and allowing your authentic self to shine brightly. Week 5, self-sabotage. Week 6, moving from darkness to light, allowing yourself to be the light so others can see. Week 7, mastering your stress. Week 8, learning to optimize your environment. Week 9, implementing consistent action so that it is not just something that you do for a short period of time, but this is who you become. So here's what you get in this proven results program. You get weekly in-depth mindset content calls. For 9 weeks, you'll meet with me virtually on calls to learn how to make your mindset work for you. We'll spend time each week where I'll teach you the in-depth, simple, yet powerful strategies that I've been sharing with my private clients for years. I'll give you simple assignments and worksheets, as well as the next steps to shift your mindset quickly. You'll also receive your Making Mindset Magic worksheets. Each week, you'll receive access to worksheets that we'll be discussing throughout the 9-week program. These worksheets are for you to use to implement the mindset principles as you have never have before. You'll use them to stay focused, to stay on track, and to complete your assignments, getting you to develop confidence so much more quickly than you would on your own. You'll have access to mindset peers via an online forum. In addition to your weekly group calls, you'll have access to all of your other peers that are in the Mindset Magic program via a collaborative online forum. With this group of peers, you'll get even more feedback, more accountability, brainstorming, and more resources. The advanced networking opportunities and friendships created in this forum will be a bonus that you will come to cherish. And if for any reason you miss a class, no worries. You'll be able to listen to the recording online or download the MP3, usually within 24 hours of the call. This way you won't miss any important information. And even better, this also gives you access to the material as often as you like, for truly letting the information sink in. So you get weekly in-depth mindset content calls, you're Making Mindset Magic worksheets, access to the mindset peers via online forum, and the downloadable recordings. It's a value of $2,750, but of course, a coaching program with a group is much different than coaching just one person privately. And that's the beauty of leverage, where I can help so many more people for the same amount of time. And so that means allowing me to offer it to you at a much, much less price than if you and I would work together privately. So your investment for the weekly content calls, the Mindset Magic worksheets, the private online forum, and all the downloadable recordings is only $497. This is just too good to pass up. And believe me, it is a limited time only thing. And the class is definitely limited. This program can completely transform your life, especially with someone like me fully supporting you and making it happen with you. Or you can continue to struggle on your own. The choice is yours. But if you are ready to commit, then you must act fast. You've got to take action right away, since we expect this to sell out quickly, and that in the future it will be offered at a much higher price. So please join me now. Go to www.powerful-mind.com/making mindset magic to register today. With this Making Mindset Magic program, you'll discover a heightened sense of inner awareness, a deeper sense of personal growth, clearer insight into your life purpose, a greater sense of self-confidence, a stronger connection to your true self. You'll discover the desire and the energy to change your life and an action plan on actually how to achieve it. You'll have new friendships, as we are sure to grow closer during our time together. Incredible experiences to last a lifetime. And you will completely understand that you can feel like every day can be a day at the beach. You know this will create significant changes in your life. You know this will help you. You know you want this. You know that you need this. You know it's time. You also know that you've been putting yourself and your needs off for far too long. You've given everyone else top priority except yourself. But you deserve so much better than that. I want more for you. I wish for you to move past any fear and resistance. And let me tell you, I can tell you that I've been there, and I know that it can be tricky. There are a million reasons why you believe that you can't do this for yourself. Yet there are a million reasons why it is of utmost importance to do this for yourself. Right now, with me. The world needs you, and what you are here to offer the world by stepping into who it is that you truly are. Not just a portion of who you allow yourself to be, or who you think that others want you to be, but 100% authentically you. Close your eyes for a moment and take a slow and deep breath. And imagine that it's 1 year from now and you are in exactly the same place as you are today. You're stuck, or perhaps even a little bit deeper into being stuck. Only now you're feeling bad about yourself for being stuck for so long and not getting help sooner. I invite you to save yourself from more misery and sadness. You cannot be in action and indecision at the same time. You've spent enough time feeling miserable and claiming that you want more. But now is the time to prove to yourself that it wasn't just idle talk. You are certainly in a safe space when you are with me, and I will hold the space for you until you are ready to hold it for yourself. A year from now, will you wish that you'd started this today? The choice is yours. Don't let your life continue to slip through your fingers, living with regret or what ifs. Join the Making Mindset Magic program before it's sold out. And again, imagine yourself 1 year from now and you are living a purposeful life with more peace, more power, and more purpose. The Making Mindset Magic program can help you to do just that at a price that's unheard of. I'm known to work best with people who, just like you, are super ready to reclaim their life, who want more out of their life, and who are tired of settling for less and for making excuses for why things are the way that they are, and just want to know exactly what steps they need to go through in order to do just that. So consider what you'll do with me to be an action learning course. No excuses anymore, just a very different way of thinking and full support while you achieve your incredibly exciting goals. I hope you'll join me. Go to www.powerful-mind.com/making mindset magic and say yes to yourself and watch the magic unfold. I'm so excited to work with you. As always, I wish you all the best as you unlock your potential and experience your possibilities.